Hello, welcome back to RDLP. I'm your host, the Prince of Play, Solon, and we last left off on Pokemon card opening. I wish we had a name for this. We need a name for, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Well, I'll tell you what we're doing here. We just opened 3 packs of cards inside of the Sun and Moon Elite Trainer box, and we've got 5 more to go. And it's been an adventure. It's been so much fun just hanging out, opening some cards, and seeing what's inside and looking at all the cute Pokemon that we've got. I've got for you today 2 more packs of cards that are just here, waiting, in the open. And they're the last 2 cards. I don't know if you remember what I said in the very first episode, but these are the bottom 2. And I'm not going to open them in any specific order because nobody gets to metagame between Jonathan Cena and a dirty old man with a plastic bag on his head. Which of these 2 Pokemon are the favorite and which of these 2 Pokemon are the least favorite? That's not fair. That's not fair for us to have to decide because all Pokemon are good Pokemon. So let's dive in. Let's dive in. Let's leave the worst Pokemon card pack to open last. Let's open up Solgaleo. Hey, Solon, you just gave away which one you don't like the most. Hey. Oh, we're in. Look at that dirty old dog. Look at that dirty old dog sitting there. He's peeking out from the outside like, hey, let me out of my dang pack. I swear to God, when I get my hands on you, I'm going to rip your face. Okay, Snubble. Okay, Snubble. Maybe not now. Maybe now's not the time, Snubble. You know we got that Grand Bull last episode or 2 episodes ago that we got super into. Inside of Solgaleo, there's Snubble. Snubble with Reckless Charge, Fairy type attack that does 20 damage, and if Tails, this Pokemon does 10 damage to itself. One of the interesting things about Fairy types is I don't think there's a lot that resists it. From everything that we've seen so far, it doesn't look like there's a lot of Pokemon, except for I think some of the Dark types that it resists. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I also don't know if there's anything that Dragon, we saw the Dratini earlier, I don't know if there's anything that Dragon is resisted by. And so, those might be some powerful attacks that we can use often. So we've got our Snubble. Snubble, that's good. That's very good. I'm very happy with where this pack is going already. And a Carvanha. Carvanha is weird because it's like ugly, but it's the cool kind of ugly. It's got red, blue, and yellow. A very simple color scheme that it kind of takes in some cool ways. Because of the negative space in its eyes and gigantic jaw that is also 50% of its body. That negative space, the darknesses that are there, build out, like, they divide the red, the blue, and the yellow in cool and good ways. Carvanha should not be a great looking Pokemon. In spite of everything, in spite of its very generic color scheme, it is cool as hell. And speaking of cool as hell, it's a dark type Pokemon that can gnaw through. That's the attack. It says discard all Pokemon tool cards from your opponent's active Pokemon. So just every one of them, all those tools, bye. We're going through that. Get all of that crap out of here. We are an anti-setup dark type Pokemon. Carvanha does not want you to play, and Carvanha does not play around. So you get bit, and then Carvanha evolves into some nasty, gross Pokemon, and then we just tear through. I like where this is going. We've got very angry Fairy type, and we've got very angry Fish. So let's keep this pack rolling with a Zubat. Perfect. Very angry flying rodent. Great. Everyone's angry. This whole pack is angry. We saw Zubat last episode, and we talked about how it can just tear through your opponent's hand, which is a novel idea because the original Pokemon game, like the games, have nothing like that. In fact, Astonish in the Pokemon games is a silly attack. We don't go there. It's a silly place. So the thing I didn't note last time is that it does have a weakness to lightning, and it has a resistance to fighting. So there's just a lot going on with Zubat, and it's kind of cool that all of that's happening in there. We're done. We're done. We're done. All right. We got it. We got a Poplio. We got a Poplio. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. What were we doing? What were we doing again? What happened? Oh! Oh, Poplio! Oh, dang! We got a Poplio! That's real. That's real. It's so cute. I love it. It's so cute. I literally had to get up and take a lap because this dang old Poplio is so cute. Poplio's a good pup. It's a good pupperoni, and I love it very much. We said it last time with our Rowlet starter, but we've got the differences make up everything. 70 HP instead of 60, and it has Pound and Water Gun. I don't know why it has 70 instead of 60. Maybe you know. I think that's kind of interesting. I get water types are supposed to kind of be bulkier than other types, but I wonder why this one has 70, and if that means that our fire starter has 50 or something. I don't know. But it's so cute. I don't want to go on to more cards. There's no more cards. We don't need to do this anymore. We already have a Poplio. Why would we have anything else? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry because it's so look how happy this Poplio is. Poplio is so happy, and I want to be happy like Poplio is happy. I'm gonna pound and water gun until I'm happy too. All right, let's go to our next. We have all these mean, angry, hostile Pokemon, and then Poplio. Poplio is our fourth of this pack. Fifth Pokemon is Togedemaru. Togedemaru is Pikachu knockoff, which is really weird to say. Like, capitalism is a horrifying, disgusting monster because it makes you like some things that look like Pikachu and not like other things that look like Pikachu, even though their whole goal is exactly the same, and that's to be a cute electric rodent. Capitalism is a monster, is the real monster here in Pocket Monsters is capitalism. And Togedemaru is adorable, is great. And if it wasn't that we had to rank it up against how Pikachu is this electric rodent, Togedemaru would be awesome. Look how happy he is. He's a big round electric ball of joy. He does he's got a defense curl and does discharge. Super simple. I'm not sure if Togedemaru evolves. I don't think it does. That's why it's got 70 HP and is just super simple. Also a great way to stop steel types. I like this card. I like this card because I like the cute little happy face. Happy face on Togedemaru. Remember this guy? Remember this guy? Well, it's holographic here. Again. We got Crabominable! We got Crabominable again. Here's the thing about Crabominable. Let's say, here's another thing that I hate about Crabominable. We already have an abominable snowman Pokemon called Abomasnow. That's already a thing. So a crab that is an abominable snowman is just a waste. We've done this before. Why did we need another one? Especially because Abomasnow was already unique in being a grass and ice Pokemon. This is a fighting ice Pokemon, or in this case, just water again. Crabominable, we're not allowed to do abominable snowmen or yetis anymore. That's done. Sorry, Pokemon, we gotta cancel that. We gotta cut that. No more abominable snowman Pokemon. That's really, really specific, and I'm surprised we've done it twice. I'm very proud to announce our 7th Pokemon of this pack is... It's Incineroar. We just opened up a pack and it's got an Incineroar in it. How happy can I be with my big angry cat? Of course, the pack of all really angry and cute Pokemon is going to nearly end with Incineroar. My giant angry Kevin Owens Pokemon with that Darkest Lariat, 100 damage. If you flip a coin and get heads twice, it does 200 damage, because why not? Why not? That literally could kill anything. That could kill Crabominable down there. Stupid Pokemon. It's also got 160 HP. I don't know if the other starters also have 160 HP at the end of everything, but like, y'all, once I get a Litten, and once I get a Torracat, this is what we're doing now. We're doing an Incineroar now for like the rest of forever. Firefang, your Pokemon is now burned. Get out of my ring. This is my house now. Alright, we've got an energy. We've got an Alolan Raticate. Our dark, funny face Pokemon. It actually looks really cool here. Which the Raticate in the Pokemon games, Raticate does not look cool. Raticate looks like it has a problem and needs to go to the hospital and needs to be checked in. This Raticate looks mean and angry and disgusted in itself and also everyone around it, and I can feel that. I feel that a lot. It gets Endeavor, which means that it flips 2 coins and it does 30 damage for each heads. 30 more damage on top of the 60 it already does, so it caps out at 120 damage. Okay, that's cool. That's very, very good. It also has Evil Orders, which means you search your deck for a number of cards up to the number of your benched Pokemon and put them into your hand. Wow. And then you shuffle your deck. So you just put however many Pokemon you have on the bench, you put that many Pokemon cards into your hand. So you can just start drawing a bunch of cards and you can draw whatever you want? Are you kidding? That sounds really, really broken. Especially for a Stage 1 evolution, or Stage 2 or whatever. Yeah, Stage 1 evolution. It only evolves once. You just need a Rattata, and then you turn it into a Raticate, and you're done. You roll. And it's a 120 HP Stage 1 evolution. That's fantastic. That's really, really cool. We can start building up this dark deck with all these Pokemon cards. Can we talk about... Here's our 9th card of the deck, or 10th card. Can we talk about Wishy-Washy? Wishy-Washy is so sad. This card looks so sad. I feel for you, Wishy-Washy. I don't want to be here either. Ability Cowardice. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may discard all cards attached to this Pokemon. Return it to your hand. And you can't use this ability during your first turn or on the turn the Pokemon was put into play. It literally just leaves. If it's out for more than one turn, it just goes away. It says, I can't handle this. This is too much. Wishy-Washy has 30 HP and an attack that does 10 damage, and it also just runs away. I'm not sure what you can do with this. Now, in a normal card game, if you have some kind of like monster on the field in any kind of card game that has equipment attached to it, and you return it from your hand and from play into your hand, there's some cool, valuable stuff you can do there. On the other hand, it's a Wishy-Washy. This is like a bad card that is meant to be a bad card, and we love it because it's bad and it knows it. It knows how bad it is. And we know how bad we are. We are all the Wishy-Washy here. That's my new punk song, by the way. We are the Wishy-Washy. Let's see what our trainer card is. For this pack, we got a trainer card of How. Hey, How. Hi, How. How's a happy little boy. He's your rival. In the Pokemon games, you will beat him over and over and over until he says, fine, I won't fight you anymore because you're too good. Except I'll fight you again, because I can't get enough of getting beaten. You just can't get enough. So you draw 3 cards and that's it. Simple, straight to the point. This is a whole pack of cards that I don't know what this says. I don't know what this says about us, or me, or you, or Pokemon in general. Because we've got some cool stuff, and we've got wishy-washy, and how. We've got a lot of lovable heroes, and we got a lot of lovable losers. That's what this pack says to me. Let's go again. Let's go again. I say we do this one more time. It's time to celebrate. And with our next pack, our last pack of the 5, I'll grab us one more. Push on the E. Push it on right on top. Be very careful so that you only touch the back. And now, the front has stayed clean. And that's how you open a pack of cards right there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this little yarn polygon. This Poliwag. Polygon. This Poliwag, the art of it is made out of yarn. And on felt lily pads with cushiony knitted clouds in the background. Y'all remember Yoshi's Story? Gosh, Yoshi's Story was such a good game. Look at Poliwag. It can use Hydro Pump. Poliwag doesn't give a dang. Poliwag just wants to blow up the world. Look at that. That's the face of someone who wants to see the world melt under its Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump, by the way, does 30 damage plus 10 more damage for the amount of water energy attached to it. So you can just pump Poliwag up. There's no stopping Poliwag. Ideally, if all of your energy attached to this card is water, this attack does 60 damage out the gate. Out the gate. And it can only get stronger from there. It's kind of messed up. You wouldn't want to have a Poliwag out for 3 turns, long enough to get 3 energies on this, without evolving it. But if you do, you got that backup. You got a hell of a Pokemon sitting in reserves. Let's look at the second Pokemon in this deck. It's a Sandygast. Sandygast is a sandcastle Pokemon. It is a weird, horrifying thing. It is a ground ghost, I want to say. Ground ghost or ground water? I think no, it's weak to water. That's the whole point of it being a sandcastle. It is haunted sand. Sandygast. Like Geist, like ghost. Like a Ghast in Dungeons and Dragons. Sandygast, as a gangster Pokemon, has 2 attacks. This gangster-ass Pokemon got Sand Tomb, take you out, put you in a tomb, bury you. Cause get it? Cause it's got a shovel in its head. It will bury you in a sand tomb. That's dark as hell. The other one is Shore Up, because Sandygast is always down to Shore Up right here. And Shore Up basically says attach a physical energy card, a fighting energy card, from your discard pile to the Pokemon. So it recycles energies from the graveyard, from the discard pile, onto your Pokemon? Just onto it. Just straight up onto it. After being sand tombed, your Pokemon also can't retreat next turn. Sandygast is horrifying. This is scary. I don't like it. It's weak to grass, which is like, what are we doing? Come on. But that does make it better because every Pokemon's a water type, so I'm glad that it's not weak to water. 80 HP, basic Pokemon. Basic Pokemon with 80 HP. That's fabulous. This is good. I like where this is going. We could do some damage with that. Look at, it's the chosen one. You have been chosen by Eevee. Look how cute it is. He's so happy. This kiddo has an aura of God blessed around it because it is an enlightened and blessed Pokemon. Its ability, Energy Evolution, is when you attach a basic energy card from your hand to this Pokemon. you can search for a card that evolves from this Pokemon, the same type as the energy card. So you evolve it by attaching the energy card, not by like an energy stone or just evolving it from that Pokemon. And its second attack is quick draw. You just draw a card. They want you to find that Pokemon. They want you to evolve this as soon as possible. So you can, I believe, quick draw as a way to put more cards into your hand before you evolve Eevee, if you feel like you can take some damage before you evolve. So like, there's some cool stuff you can do with this. That's a really cool, just planning, well planned out Pokemon. Eevee, love you. I love you. You're great. Thank you for being here. You're gonna be the star of this pack today. Crabrawler. What can we say about Crabrawler that has not already been said about it behind its back? What can we say, Krabby? Wait, that's a Pokemon. Krabby's already a Pokemon. Crab... You know what? Next Pokemon. Next Pokemon. Get that out of there. There we go. Let's talk about emo goth jellyfish at the bottom of the ocean. Marini the Meanie. That eye that looks back at you just like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I don't want you here. You coming down into my shoals? You want to hang out in my shoals? Get out of here. I don't want to see you. Psychic type, not a water type, psychic type. Normally is a water poison type, and poison translates to psychic, as you saw with Zubat in the trading card game. Poison Sting. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. So it is weak to psychic because poison's supposed to be weak to psychic. This is a thing. I don't get why it's a thing, but in the Pokemon trading card game, it's just a thing. I will never understand why a Pokemon would be weak to itself. That's just the way it is. 60 HP, poisons Pokemon, and so that does 10 damage every turn recurring. So it's got a retreat cost of 1. It's kind of something that you can just throw out there really quickly, poison something, and bring it back as soon as possible, unless you evolve it into the giant tank that we know it can become. Like all goths. All goths do evolve into tanks. By the way, if you didn't know that, that's a well-known documented fact about goths, is that they all evolve into literal tanks. So that's Marini. Marini, we love Marini. And hopefully we get the evolved version of Marini, because it's cool. It's very, very cool. Look at the star of the show, Young Goose. Little rap star Pokemon. He's got that smirk on his face. It's like, yeah, I'm Young Goose. What you want? What you want? I'm the cool kid. Young Goose is like super cute until you look at the like angry smirk, and then you're like, oh, okay, you're super cute, but you got bad attitude. Another shiny holographic full body card that is attached to a basic Pokemon. That's kind of been our luck lately. That has been our luck. And Young Goose is very basic in the sense that it does tackle and bite. We've seen this many, many times with other cards, but it's got 70 HP. That normal type swagger, which gives you tons of HP when you play it. People are into that. I like it. More fillers on your weird rainbow dragon type teams. I just took a sneak peek of something. I pulled the card behind it, but I'm realizing I put it back immediately because I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. We're not ready for this. Young Goose, can we see what's behind you? Do you mind, Young Goose, if you just... You're very pretty. We love you, Young Goose. You're very shiny, but oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god! It's beautiful! The This is a full holographic GX Umbreon. We haven't seen anything like this before. This is all new to me. So it's not only got the 2 attacks that a Pokemon usually has, but GX Pokemon are just a stronger Pokemon. It's kind of along the lines of, not Z evolution, Mega Evolutions, where one of your Pokemon in your group of Pokemon is just super, super strong compared to the other 5 in your party. That's what a GX Pokemon is that you get to use one GX style ability during the game. And this one, Dark Call GX, says discard 2 energy from your opponent's Pokemon. And you can't use more than one GX attack in the game. So you just, Dark Call just gets rid of their energy. Like, you know you are sapped, you are useless, I'm going to destroy you now while I keep building up, and there's nothing you can do except switch out. And if you switch out, you gotta eat the damage. So it kind of like makes useless 2 of your opponent's last turns. Especially since Umbreon is a stage 1 evolution. That's nuts. That's nuts. On top of that, it's got the 2 attacks, does 30 damage, and switches. That's what Strafe does. You just switch this Pokemon with the bench Pokemon and do 30 damage. Kind of like any of the switch out moves in Pokemon. Don't know why I can't remember one right now, but like U-turn. Like U-turn. So the other attack is Shadow Bullet. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon, and it does 90 damage straight up. That is a total of 120 damage. And that 30 does not apply weakness. Wow, what a beautiful card. That's wonderful. I can't believe that this is a part of the Pokemon game now. This is what it's about, is getting stuff like this inside of your decks of cards. If I knew that this was here this whole time, I wouldn't have wasted my time with Magic the Gathering. I wouldn't have wasted my dang old time with Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the Final Fantasy card game, which is very pretty too, but not like this. The texture underneath the Umbreon, the texture of the rainbow that's like matte. It's a matte rainbow finish on this, compared to the texture behind it. Like, wow, that's amazing. I don't know how we go forward from here. I don't know how we go forward from the greatest trading card that I've ever seen. Like, it's like something's like, the thing is happening right now. It's happening right now in my head, in my heart, and I don't know how to go forward from here. But there is more Pokemon. Every Pokemon's a good Pokemon, and so I'm gonna give them all the respect they deserve. But dang, Umbreon, you're wonderful. We got an Eevee and an Umbreon. It's done. We did it. Okay, palette cleanser. Palette cleanser. Here's, look at that little jaggedy looking steel energy, I believe, if I'm not being dumb. So we got ourselves a steel energy and a potion. And a potion. We don't have any of these. This is always helpful. Heals 30 damage from a Pokemon. So what's the what's the more rare card here at the very end of everything? It's a Hypno. Look at this doof. Look at this dork. 110 HP, 20 damage for Meditate, plus 10 damage for each damage counter on your Pokemon, on your opponent's active Pokemon. So however charged up it is, it does extra damage against it. That's mean. That's mean. And then Hypno Blast. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Does 70 damage and puts him to sleep. That's messed up. That's really cruel and unusual. Hypno! Hypno! What's behind Hypno? A switch. Turn it over and switch. That's a Willie Smith reference. Y'all love your Willie Smith? Good gosh, good golly, Miss Molly. That's some good Pokemon card grabs today. We grabbed some great cards today. And there are 3 more packs to go. In the next episode, we're we're gonna go through 3 packs of cards. We've gone through 4, and look at all the stuff that we've done so far. 3. Oh, sorry, we've gone through 5 now. I can't even count. What kind of deck are we gonna build? Now we've got an Umbreon. There's a lot of dark Pokemon in here that we can kind of work with. Maybe I'm kind of changing on this whole idea of what style we want to build from. There's some good fairies, there's some good darks types, and some good psychic / poison types. Next time on RDLP, Yo Prince will play the Solon. The Solon is going to open up 3 packs of cards instead of just 2. And who knows what's going to be in them? I don't know. That's the whole point of this whole thing, right? I hope you join me. And if you like what you're seeing, please let me know. It helps so much with knowing what to create and when to create it by and how to create it. We do this all on donation. This is like the whole thing is if you go to patreon.com/RDLP, that's how we run in a very, very real way. And there should be links on the bottom in the description. If you're not on Discord hanging out with us, please hang out with us. We love hanging out with you. And there's a whole bunch of us that just dork around in our community. Thank you for watching, and if you ever have any suggestions on what we should be doing with these Pokemon cards, y'all probably know better than I do. And that would mean a lot to me. Just some feedback, some guidance, some counseling, some Pokemon counseling would be of great assistance right now. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Good night and good luck.